Hello, Scorpios. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get into it. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what this weekend holds for you. Getting prepared for this week. This is just going to be the first part of it. This reading is for the 13th through the 20th of October. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Usually Sunday's videos go up on Saturday, and then the ones that you'll see on Sunday, which are supposed to be for Monday, they were originally called Motivational Monday. They are an extension of Saturdays. So they originally started out as shorts, right? So, but have developed into longer videos. Let's get it. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards. All right. Thank you for your comments that you've been putting under my video. Somebody has been working together as a team to leave somebody uncovered and naked. Do. Somebody's been working together as a team. See this person right here naked? Working together as a team. Isn't that nice? People how they teamwork trying to cause a nightmare for somebody. Trying to leave somebody uncovered and unprotected, and then further to add insult to injury, betrayal. Scandalous, right? Here we have the 7 of Pentacles here. Here we also have the 6 of Wands here. Here we also have the 9 of Wands here. And we also have the 5 of Wands here, right? So people will do anything to get you on their team, Scorpios. They will do anything to get you on their team, to betray you. But you know what comes to mind when I think of this? We did like this particular card here, in this particular thing here, is that this card right here symbolizes hope, bliss, optimism, right? Meaning that everyone has a purpose. Everybody has a star/sun sign. That's everybody, right? And so there's hope for everybody. There's bliss, optimism, just for everybody. So Source is saying to you, when energies, like I feel like somebody is going to start thinking teamwork, who you want to align yourselves with, because this energy right here is, like I said before, uncovered. This one right here is uncovered, naked, uncovered. And make sure you want to see who you align yourselves with, because Source is saying to you right here, there's some energies who will not only leave, and this looks like a contract, right? Who will not only leave you uncovered and unprotected, but they will betray you. Y'all know what comes to mind is the story of Noah, right? And how Noah was in a drunken state. Drunken state could be like a person that's crying to somebody. It could be like a person that's pouring out, to some energies. It could be like the wine glass has spilled over, except this sometimes it's not wine, it's not alcohol. Sometimes you could be pouring out to energies in a very vulnerable state, and you think that you're creating some kind of a bond with energies, and they'll leave you uncovered and unprotected. They'll feel like you're uncovered and unprotected already, either figuratively, spiritually, whatever, leave you uncovered. But they will turn around and betray you, right? The reason why somebody doesn't have to necessarily worry about this, because a lot of times people think these are just stories, right? But they are God-breathed stories. Every book that's written had to come from source, from the inside. The reason why you're victorious, here's the 6 of Wands here, because people never see how it's going to come back around. Never see how it's going to come back around. Never see like it's going to come, something is going to come back around. So I feel like you all could have been working a job, like you work on a job and you have possibly a manager or whatever, whoever, who could have covered and protected you, but instead decided to betray you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. They don't see how it's going to come back. They're not going to see how it's going to come back. And I'm not trying to teach Bible stories, just so we're crystal clear. I'm just being reminded of that particular story because it fits this reading here. And just, I mean, if it was another kind of story, Hansel and Gretel or Pinocchio or another fairy tale, whatever, I would refer to that. Sometimes people need to like be able to connect some dots. But they don't see how it's going to come back in a way that's going to complete something. It's going to, and they'll be asking why. Why is all of this stuff happening? Why is all of this, stuff happening, right? Let's see what else we got going on here. So yeah, be very careful about who you align yourself with on a team. Why in the world is all of this stuff happening, right? Somebody align themselves with a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, because that's why you got so much fire here. Who left you uncovered, unprotected, left you uncovered and unprotected. Here we have the Two of Wands. But see, you have the whole world in front of you. You have the whole world in front of you. You have a lot of opportunities in front of you. And Source is going to make sure you see the world. Like, for real. Get on a plane, travel, bus, plane, whatever you need to do to get out there and see the world. Because start businesses online. I mean, just doing all kinds of stuff. Because Source is saying you're motivated now. Like, something is motivating you to travel more. Something is motivating you to kind of get out, take some kind of, just like see the world. Like, something has motivated you, right? So people know how to use, some people know how to use their fire responsibly, and some people don't know how to, right? So it's just saying you're learning how to, you're not going to be at bait and switch anymore. You're not like, as far as two types of energies are concerned, it's an earth sign and a fire sign. Earth is Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. And fire is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So it's two energies in particular that have teamed up and somehow left you uncovered because they don't know how to use their fire properly. They see your star power, but guess what? They have star power too. Star power is not celebrity. It's like the essence of your purpose, the essence of who you are and why you're here as a human being. So whoever left you uncovered and left you unprotected, and to add insult to injury, try to dim your light in some way, shape, form, or fashion, you're going to have to let a backdraft happen. You're going to have to let it happen. That's where you're saying you're praying for people who preyed on you. Yep, here's the Hierophant card. Yep. Because that's just how some people are just wired. That's just how some people are wired. You can blame mom, dad, grandparents. You can blame the neighbor's dog if you want to. You can blame whatever. But it's too many influences. It's too many generational stuff that's being passed down from the bloodlines, all that, just like being passed down to you. And so Source is saying, I see you getting a promotion at work. It's not going to take you long to accept the promotion at work because it may take you traveling. I mean, you may start traveling. You may start getting out, seeing the world more, whatever the case may be, because you're no longer motivated by soul ties and connections when it comes to energies that have to like see things to believe it. So your prayer life is being increased. You're saying if I see myself in that leadership position, I also see myself working with a team of people who won't leave me uncovered and unprotected. If that makes sense to somebody. So that's going to be part of your soul contract with Source. The energies that I'm around when I travel will not leave me unprotected and uncovered. Yeah. Because they're chained to fear, doubt, uncertainty. They're chained to something, right? They're chained to something, right? And so you don't have to demonize people, but like I said, the devil really is in the details. It really, really is in the details. Here we have the Queen of Swords. So I see you sitting on your throne, carefully vetting your thoughts, getting rid of the negative thoughts this weekend. Like this weekend, you're saying getting rid of all the negative thoughts. And here we have the Two of Cups, because the soulmate is coming across your path. Soulmate is coming across your path. Soulmate could just be a really, really good friend that's going to help you kind of calm down this, fighting spirit. Like, oh, people run at the first sign of trouble. Why don't they stand up and fight for something? Why don't they fight back? Source is saying to you, you're going to be fighting for your purpose. And that's the only thing you fight. And that's what you do. You may be fighting back the negative conversations about something. But Source is saying, You don't need to get into some kind of war against flesh and blood. Here we have the King of Coins here. Yeah, you don't need to get into some kind of war against flesh and blood. Source is saying to you, when you can pray, you can be a prayer warrior. That seems weak to some people. But when you let Source really for real fight your battles, yeah, there it is, the Tower card. Yeah, Tower card. Yeah, so here we have the Eight of Coins here. So Source is saying to you, you don't really need to get into this whatever. Like I said, whatever the situation is, somebody don't need to get into all of this bullying and upset and frustrated and all that. As we get closer and closer to this full moon in Aries, right? Aries is ruled by the Tower card. Tower is the total recall. You want to focus on total recall of your purpose. Why are you here on planet Earth instead of total recall of something that Source is saying, I got this, I'm fighting this battle for you. You don't even have to worry. It's already taken care of. It's already done. You don't even have to fight the battle. So Source is saying, go sew something. Go knit something or put something together. Go do something else, with your purpose. Take a class. Do something. Invest in yourselves. Do something. But Source is saying somebody is about to get an increase, a raise or whatever at work, because you have so much knowledge and wisdom about a lot of different things. Source is saying you can either choose to patch something together. I gotta piece this together. I gotta piece this information together. I gotta piece all of this together. I gotta be ready. I gotta be ready for a fight up against flesh and blood. Or you can say, just like the story, it's already happened. Something has already happened. The thing about, here's the Nine of Coins here. The thing about karma is, first of all, it's not good or bad. It just is. A lot of people sit around and wait to see somebody else's karma. I just got to see it. I want to see myself. I want to see, and don't even realize that some people they already going through their karma. Don't even realize they're going through it. People just, like I said, just want to be sensational. I want to see it. Look on social media. Look on social media. If you're a public figure, whoever you are watching this, if you're a public figure, you've gone through any kind of just drama in your life, or somebody who has gone through some kind of drama, whatever in their lives, Source is saying to you, you already know how it feels. That's why so many people, when people are going through such rough times, somebody is mature enough to say, I'm praying for that person. Even if you got 1,000 people come up, but you don't know what they did, because everybody's going to get that information, that energy. Oh, you don't know what they did. You don't know. But when you're talking about other spirits taking over, that is why there's some people who will extend grace. That's why we have people who extend grace. You don't know. You have no idea. We are not each other's gods. We're not each other's gods. So here we have the Queen of Coins. So Source is saying, just sit down in your house. And like I said, you're down to earth. You're relatable. Like I said, you're down to earth and you're quite relatable. And so it looks like you only come out of the house when there's a purpose, a reason to come out of the house. Not like you're just all out of the house for whatever. But Source is saying you should be determined to keep your vibrations high, adjust your crown, let your attitude determine your altitude. Because again, Source is saying to you, some kind of promotion is trying to come, and Source is trying to make somebody very wealthy. Like, I don't know what you're investing in. Not only is Source trying to make you financially independent, But this is a great time to invest in yourself and not worry about somebody else's karma. Somebody else's, like I said, I'm going to say karma, but it's not, karma's not good or bad. Here we have the Queen of Wands here. You don't want your ego to get, well, it could be hard for your ego not to get involved in something, but Source is trying to tell somebody, it's like, look, it's almost like it's like a whole industry came up against you. It could be your whole company that came up against you, your whole industry or whatever came up against you. And Source had to, whenever we see the Tower card, it's like Source is like, okay, I don't want to say the word push you out of the way, but Source has to remove you from something so that you won't get hit in the head with the debris. If that makes sense to somebody, like Source is like, I got to move you out of the way. I got to move you out of the way so that what needs to happen can happen. We don't get to determine other people. As much as people would like to say that's their karma, we don't really know for real. Like some people, somebody determine they're gonna be somebody else's karma. Source is like, that'll end up backfiring because we're not each other's gods. You can't determine that. I'm gonna cause this person a nightmare. Source has a way of getting to each one of us in a way that we will get it. People will keep going down, 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 down until somebody cries out, Source, help me. So that's what Source is saying to you. Your motivation is going to change. Your motivation is going to change. You know, like in terms of I got to sit there and watch something until I see it happen. Right? The Emperor card. Yeah. Something is putting you to there's a Aries involved in something. But something is something is causing someone to go to the light side of Emperor energy and add some structure to these emotions. Like contain your emotions about something, not jumping to conclusions, not jumping on a bandwagon, fixated, ride or die. Like Source is going to get somebody out of just that fixed energy and help move you into your moon sign, because that's just as important as your sun sign. If you're not flushing your water out on a regular basis, it's like you're just evaporating, like you're pouring so much into everybody else's soil and helping everybody else to grow. So it's saying, when do you have time to grow yourself? When do you have time to invest in you? When do you have time to learn how to cover yourself if you pouring into everybody else? When? What day does that happen? So Source is saying, I'm going to remove you from something so that you can learn how to rest, pour into yourselves, show yourself some compassion, invest in yourself, just like you've been investing in everybody else, good, bad, or whatever in between, so that you're not motivated by seeing a tower fall on anybody, that you're saying, you know what, you're praying for everybody. You don't really know what's going on. You're just praying for people. So that's what I'm seeing for you. That's what I'm seeing for you here. So yeah, Source is saying you're down to earth and you're quite relatable. You have a lot of physical data, information about a lot of different things, about a lot of people. You got a lot of information about a lot of stuff. But Source is saying, what is motivating you to invest in yourself? That's the proper use of fire: motivation, clarity, inspire. What is inspiring you? It has to be about the energies that you're around. You're going to focus on who are you around. Remember, your emotions and all that is shaped and guided by the energies you're around. That's why Source is saying, hey, look, if you're around soulmate energy, that will hurt your soul to sit there and just like see something just crumble. I don't know, maybe not. So Source is saying, here, be more conservative with your time. Be more conservative with your time. Some people, it wasn't your video. It was another zodiac sign. I won't even mention the other zodiac sign because I was just like, wow. Somebody literally put a comment under my video that they could not rest until they saw their ex pass away. And I was just like, what? Who is that obsessed? Like, not trying to judge anybody, but I was like, okay, therapy could have been it could have been option, but you had to see some. So I don't know. Here we have the Page of Cups here. So you got some good news coming across your path. There's definitely some energies that you wouldn't let come back into your life, even if you saw a pig fly. Because, again, like I said before, you want energies that's on your frequency in terms of picking up on what your soul picks up on. You've invested in yourself. You've invested a wealth of knowledge in yourself to become financially independent. Those are the energies that you want. You want to be connected to those types of energies, right? So that's what Source is trying to help somebody to learn how to do, is spend less time around energies who have left you naked, uncovered, and then betrayed you. Like spend less time around those energies, because your person, your soulmate, is saying the same thing. Y'all saying the same thing. That's where y'all are wired the same, right? Y'all are saying, yeah, you've been around energies. Yeah, it's like y'all have y'all subject matter experts in this. You and your person. And something could have had somebody fighting mad. But Source is saying, but you're not fighting up against flesh and blood. You're fighting up against a spirit. Here's the Strength card. That's where your meekness is going to be. You're not going to be, I don't see you in survivor mode. Survival. I think that's right. Survival mode, yeah. So you're going to feel like you have a whole new lease on life. Whoever this is, you're going to feel like you have a whole new lease on life because of just being meek about something. Just being meek. Yep. So whatever anxiety you may have had, or whatever ideas you had about, open book, you being an open book and sharing all of this other stuff, and what, what that may have translated to other people. So it's like, it's going to come to an end very soon. You don't have to worry about it. You don't need to be fighting mad for anything. A lot of stuff is coming to the surface. So you can take your power back. Yep, so you can learn how to take your power back. And just have more positive thoughts, right? Sometimes people look at all this time I invested in something, and, it didn't really produce what I thought it was going to produce. I can't believe such and such. So I said, believe it. Believe it and then move on. Ace of Swords. Yeah, Ace of Swords. And then also Three of Swords. I see you finally moving on from some deep disappointment and heartbreak, and finally getting some rest. Finally getting some rest. Here we have. And again, moving on. Moving on. Okay, let's look at the big picture of all of this. The reason why you're moving on is because that's something you prayed to Source for. It may not cause you to move on in the way that you envision, but this is something that you prayed for. You said, Source, you know what? I don't want to invest any more time in something. I want to move on. I'm sick and tired of. But again, if you could choose for yourself, like how would it happen? However you choose, it's like it's all good because it's all Source. It's all good because it's all Source. However it happens, people can be standing around clapping and cheering, thinking that, okay, your whole everything has fallen apart. But trust, it started with your prayers. Yeah. Something started with your prayers. You prayed for something. You prayed for a new something, but you had to make room for something. So where's the so that's what the good news is coming across somebody's path. Your prayers are being answered, but they may not be answered in a way that you think they're going to be answered. Right? So toss fear, doubt, uncertainty, and all of that into a burning bowl. Remember, with the Tower card, an upheaval is happening, right? And so that's causing some people to be like, oh, I gotta do this. They're fighting the wrong thing. They're not fighting for purpose. They're fighting for something else. And so it's saying, but you can toss that into a burning bowl as you're getting downloads and just move on. Just go on. Because you're divinely protected. So whatever the worst you think could happen, Source is like, I'm not going to let that happen, because I need to show you something. I need to show you your purpose. I need to show you why you are here. You've been investing so much in other people. It's time for you to invest that same energy into you and create a whole new lease on life for yourselves. So standing around waiting for something to fall apart, or I got to see them get their karma, wrong energy. That's the wrong focus. This cycle right here, this is your opportunity to really build something for yourself. Whoever this is for. Don't know who this is for. Yep. So get happy, charismatic, and free, because that is what Source is putting around you. Yep. That is who Source is putting around you. Source is putting some energies around you that's going to really help you to get to where you need to get to. And they are just as motivated as you are. And you don't, when I say your soulmate energy, you don't know what motivated them. Like something, yep. So yeah. So I see somebody, like I said, in a leadership position, a very, like I said, you're motivated to lead to begin with, right? So somebody's in a leadership position. And so Source really wants you to be more conservative with your time. This weekend, I feel like you're going to be doing stuff like updating your resume. If you're looking for a new job, that's what where your motivation is going to be. You're going to be, cleaning out boxes, getting motivated to, put some things in order, because somebody could be moving. It's a lot of stuff. Like you're motivated by something, maybe putting some music on, whatever you're doing. You're motivated because you're moving on from some past disappointment that's been trying to cause you to have some kind of a nervous breakdown. So if you're fighting for anything, like I said before, you're fighting for your purpose. Your ancestors have a message. There it is. They're saying get some fresh air. Go get some fresh air. The angel of prophecy and wisdom is with you. Somebody's in a crisis right now, but it's time to open up your vault. Your laughter is medicine. And so healed people just move differently. Do the mirror work. Somebody misses you, and your star is shining bright. Again, we're not talking about celebrity. We're talking about purpose. Your star is shining bright. Like, in other words, Source is like tapping you on the shoulder saying, remember what your purpose is. Remember, invest in yourself. Open that book up. Invest in yourself. Get motivated by something different. Move on from certain things. Just let the tower situation happen. That kind of thing. So somebody's an incubus spirit. And they are Druid, a kind of malevolent nocturnal spirit associated with nightmares. So it's saying don't invest any more time in something. Certainly not money, but don't invest any more time, because, again, somebody either signing a new lease for a new building that you'll be owning possibly for somebody, or a new office key that you're getting for, how you have the business addresses, for your business. You could be, like I said, a new lease for that. You could be signing a new apartment lease or a mortgage or whatever it is you sign. It's for like a whole new lease on life. But it's time to release the burden. It's time to release the burden. The burden of just waiting for the tower to fall. Source is saying you are divinely protected. You're divinely protected. You have the gift of clairaudience. Clear listening. Yeah, clear listening. So, yep. And so somebody wants to call you, but they haven't changed. And so first red flag, you want to pray and meditate. But somebody's not happy without you. And it's time to heal your wounded healer. That's your Chiron. Chiron is still retrograde. And you do need your time of birth to pull that for your Chiron. That's your wounded healer, right? So, yeah, so that whatever your Chiron is in, you can really start working on that. You can really start working on that and start healing yourselves. Start healing yourselves. It could be Aries because it came out there and it's coming out here. So somebody's Chiron could be Aries. But it's time to take action. And the action that you're taking is, again, investing in yourselves. That's the action that you're taking. So if somebody's been saying, hey, look, you want to sign a new lease and, have a business address, then it's time to sit down and start praying and meditating and seeing yourselves there. It's time to start, visualizing, doing the energy work is what I'm saying. Seeing yourself, getting excited about, oh my gosh, this is the key that's turning to my new office. That's what somebody gonna be doing this weekend. That's the action that you're gonna take. You're not fighting up against people. Nope. Wrong. So whatever I choose to believe becomes true to me. So, yeah. So if you start believing that office is yours, or that position, that higher level position is yours, don't let some negative belief about something else outside of your universe dominate your thoughts. So say, no, put that belief back into something else. Put it back into something you prayed for. That's where you want to put all that energy there so you can see this thing come to fruition and go, oh my gosh, the power of just really manifesting something. So, yeah. I treat my body with love and respect. I release the need to control the people in my life. I give thanks for the abundance and the peace of joy that is flowing into relationships. Yeah. People choose what team they want to be on. And you're just going to have to be okay. I mean, for real. But it's going to give you, give you what you need to go ahead and break that chain, like cut ties. Just go ahead and cut ties. Yeah. Believe in the impossible. Something about your spirit only comes across once in a blue moon, and that's what people are starting to realize. It's like, wow, you know what? This person, you've invested a lot in, certain people and certain friendships, everything. So something is happening right now. Stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come that can be handled each moment. Yep. That is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you all in the next video. All right. You take care. Bye.